You know what? I think it's time we start to admit Arsenal are scary. They just slapped up the current Champions League holders, the reigning champions, the ultimate champions in Real Madrid, both home and away. Built upon that form in drumming the Tractor Boys in Ipswich 4-0. Arsenal are scary. I think we need to start considering Arsenal to be the favourites for the Champions League. And I'm not joking. I think we need to have an honest conversation. This is a team that, although they're failing in the league, they're maintaining a consistent level of performance. And PSG should be worried. In fact, they should be scared. Because not just I believe this, Arsenal fans too. They think they do. Let me run the clip. I feel like if you look at it logically, Cal, they are the favourites, right? You know, you just beat the holders, you beat Real Madrid, they done the impossible. Arsenal are the favourites to win it now. And if they don't win it, then I think they're falling if they don't win it now. Because how can you go and beat Real Madrid? How can you go and beat Real Madrid and then not win the trophy? They're the current holders.
I agree. Do you know what it is, yeah? So if Arsenal got knocked out by Real Madrid in this tie, then everyone would say that Real Madrid are going to go win the Champions Leagues. And that proves to me that they're the favourites. So if we beat the favourites, logically that makes us the new favourites. That's the way that I see it. So now we're going.
Shout out to the boy Hooks, you know, coming to spit some facts. And logically, he's making sense. This is a team that, when you look at PSG, they've already beat them. They've already dealt with them. And yes, some people may say it's not the same PSG. I agree. I do agree. Usman Dembele picking up heavy form going into this game. You know, a long run of games and is being currently the top goal scorer for them. He missed that first game against Arsenal. Kvaratskhelia made the move in January from Napoli over to PSG and has looked phenomenal. Scored an amazing goal in the first leg against Aston Villa. But that attack of theirs, outside of that, you got Desire Doué, man like DD, double penetration, pause. But when he's running at you down that wing, it can get long. It can get long. You got DD on one side, and then you got BB on the other side. Bradley Barcola. Again, another player that causes problems. Havoc down the wings. When he's running at those fullbacks at pace, it's going to present issues. But this is something that we said to Arsenal fans going into this Real Madrid game. I thought the same thing. I thought Rodrigo, Vinicius, going to cause them problems. Mbappe playing against that high line in transition, they're going to get caught out. But no. Arsenal, Arteta's Gooners, that back line, they held firm. No one got past Timber. Now, I'd go as far to say is Vinicius got locked up, maybe across two legs. He maybe got locked up across both of those legs. I think that would be fair to say. Down on that left-hand side, now, I don't think anyone necessarily performed over exceeded. But you know what? Mars Lewis Skelly done his thing. I don't think Rodrigo had a necessarily good couple legs in those games. I feel like he was pretty poor. But MLS, Miles Lewis Skelly, dealt with him. Arsenal have the best back line in the Premier League, I'm pretty sure statistically. So why shouldn't they beat this PSG team? I don't see no other reason why. The teams that are going to present Arsenal the biggest problems are on the other side of the bracket. You got the Barcelona, who right now, high flying form. Hansi Flick's got them breaking down teams, attacking football like no other. You know, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal. Who's going to stop those? I don't think anyone is right now. We saw Dortmund got handled in that first leg, 4-1. And I know the second leg they won the game, but I think it's fair to say the game was all done in that first one. So Barcelona already had their foot off the pedal. But Inter Milan, they're a team that have beat Arsenal in the Champions League this season. The only team to beat Arsenal in the Champions League this season. They will present a problem. The way they play, low block football, and Simone Inzaghi, get 5 at the back, play high-flying wing-backs, Lautaro Martinez and Marcus Thuram with a double man up top, dropping in a bit deep. It causes issues. They're going to be the teams that Arsenal have to look out for. But, going to be honest, guys, man, I think Arsenal are scary. Arsenal are scaring me. It's looking like another season where Arsenal are going to finish above Spurs. Well, I say looking like, it's pretty much confirmed. St. Tottenham's day has already happened because it's impossible for us to finish in the top 10. Impossible. Yeah. Then we're there. But could be a season where both our teams make European finals. Throw this back to 2019 when the roles were reversed. Tottenham was in a Champions League final and Arsenal was in Europa League final. And all English in both competitions. Now, that can't happen this year in the Champions League, but could happen in Europa League. Tottenham could be playing Manchester United in Europa League and Arsenal in the Champions League final. Now, if Arsenal get to the Champions League final, then Spurs just have to make sure they do their job. We have to make sure we do their job because we cannot lose a final whilst Arsenal wins one. Yeah, that can't happen. But most importantly, we can't go to another European final and lose. It can't happen. It can't happen. But back to Arsenal. If they get to that final, presents a decent opportunity. They could potentially win. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to be unbiased here. They could potentially win. Inter Milan and Barcelona are good teams, but they aren't teams you're gonna be, I'm so scared of. With the back line that Arsenal have, you would think that they could set up in a way that's gonna frustrate those teams on the attack. But also, Saka, being the world-class winger that he is, because everyone's been cooking me because he had a good couple games against Real Madrid. Well done, But he's world-class now. So I'm expecting a world-class performance against PSG, and I'm expecting a world-class performance in the final. You got to turn up. When your team needs you, you put them on your back. That's what Gareth Bale done, I can't say Harry Kane done that because he definitely didn't. But if you want to call him world-class, you want to put him in world-class conversation, you want to call him the best winger in the world or one of the, he has to do it. He has to turn up. So yeah, man, look, this is just my announcement to everyone. Arsenal are scary. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 2K. You know what it is. So the support will be much appreciated. Make sure you subscribe, share this friend, and but yeah, man, Durag Diaries.